Let's say you're booking a Florida vacation. You want palm trees, sunshine, maybe a poolside pina colada. What you don't want is to spontaneously combust. But back in 1963, if you stood at just the wrong spot by the grand ballroom of Jacksonville's Hotel Roosevelt, you weren't just risking a sunburn, you were literally at risk of being set on fire. We're talking about a hotel so cursed, it had already survived one of Florida's deadliest tragedies, and then somehow came back hotter, like blister your scalp hotter. This isn't a ghost story, it's a tale of bad design, deadly reflections, and one very confident architect with a love for curves and a complete disregard for human skin. By the end of this video, you'll be side-eyeing every hotel window in Florida. So grab your sunscreen and maybe a fireproof umbrella, because we're going in. Let's rewind to 1963, Jacksonville, Florida. The Hotel Roosevelt stood tall and proud, a local icon, a symbol of elegance. But on December 29th of that year, something went horribly wrong. A fire broke out in the hotel's ballroom just after midnight. Smoke filled the hallways. Panic spread. The fire climbed quickly through the hotel's ventilation system. Guests were trapped, staff ran for their lives. The aftermath? Charred walls, collapsed ceilings, and a number the city would never forget. But more on that in a minute. Months later, the hotel reopened, restored, remodeled, and rebranded with a shiny new glass exterior. A fresh start. A comeback story. Enter Bill Pentis, a lawyer from Chicago hoping to enjoy some Florida sunshine at the renovated Roosevelt. Instead, he got his scalp seared by a death ray. No, seriously. Unbeknownst to Bill, and nearly everyone else, the hotel's new parabolic glass design had a secret talent. It could focus sunlight into a scorching hot beam, just like a giant magnifying glass on an ant. And guess where the focal point was? Right where people sat to enjoy the Florida sun by the pool. Bill began to feel the heat, not figuratively, but literally, as his hair started smoking and his leg was visibly burned. And he wasn't the only victim. Reports soon followed of guests with red, blistered skin. Pool furniture warped from the heat. Thermometers read up to 92 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to cook an egg or, apparently, fry a guest's scalp. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic in London, a similar incident played out in 2013 at the infamous 20 Fenchurch Street, also known as the Walkie Scorchie. A car parked on the wrong side of the building got so hot, it melted. And would you believe both buildings were designed by the same architect? Say hello to Raffaele Vignoli, a man with a deep love for curves and, apparently, a vendetta against shadows. Vignoli was warned about both buildings. "You should blame this on global warming," he famously said. "Well, Raphael, global warming may be heating up the planet, but your windows are frying people like rotisserie chickens." Back in Jacksonville, the hotel scrambled. Umbrellas were handed out, potted plants were strategically placed. Windows were coated with anti-reflective film, but guests were still sweating like they were on the surface of Mercury. But here's where it gets truly dark. Because before the sun ever scorched a single eyebrow, the Hotel Roosevelt had already made tragic headlines. That fire in 1963, the one that started in the ballroom and swept through the upper floors, it was one of the deadliest hotel fires in Florida's history. And the death toll? Well, let's just say it wasn't a single-digit tragedy. 22 people lost their lives at Hotel Roosevelt. So, next time you're searching for a hotel in sunny Florida, maybe skip the one with all-glass architecture and a history of spontaneous combustion. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's this. Deadly design doesn't always look dangerous. Sometimes it looks like luxury. Sometimes it comes with a sun deck. And sometimes it tries to flambe your forehead. Between ghost stories, structural nightmares, and solar death rays, it's worth asking, do you know what your hotel windows are capable of? Now that you know the story of the Hotel Roosevelt, you might want to double-check your next booking, because who needs ghosts when the sun is trying to kill you? If you enjoyed this deep dive into hotel horrors and unintentional human barbecues, Like the video, subscribe, and drop a comment about the weirdest hotel experience you've ever had. Thanks for watching. Stay cool, stay curious, and hey, maybe book a shady Airbnb next time. Stay tuned.